A unique part of San Francisco's railway history is getting an upgrade. It's happening at the Geneva Car Barn and Powerhouse in the Excelsior neighborhood. And pretty soon, the historic landmark will be put to good use. Here to talk more about it is Phil Ginsburg, the general manager of the San Francisco Recreation and Parks Department. Phil, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Good morning.
Good morning to you. And of course, this is a big deal for the city of San Francisco and for a lot of its youth. Can you tell us more about the project?
The project is really spectacular. The Powerhouse is going to be the future home of the Performing Arts Workshop, where it will serve kids in the OMI and Lakeview and Excelsior areas in performing arts. It's the space is extraordinary, designed by Aidan Darling. It's really one of the most, I think, special facilities in our portfolio now.
And Phil, talk about some of the services and the classes offered.
Sure. Performing Arts Workshop actually teaches art and dance classes. They provide a variety of opportunities for kids to gather. They will have a black box theater. And obviously, these are things that we can't do right now. So I know that Performing Arts Workshop has been doing distance learning already, a lot of online workshops for kids. And what really makes the space so special is it's a piece of living history in San Francisco. The Car Barn and Powerhouse provided power for San Francisco's first electric cars going back to 1901. And a very interesting fact, Maya Angelou actually worked there. And the building provided power all the way up through the 1980s when the earthquake knocked it out of the 1989 earthquake, Loma Prieta earthquake knocked it out of commission. And then the building started to fall apart. And the Recreation and Park Department acquired it from MTA in 2004, thanks to the incredible advocacy of some neighbors, the Friends of the Geneva Car Barn. And this has been so literally 15, 16 years in the making. But the end result is really extraordinary. And, this part of the city lacks this kind of facility. And we're really excited to be able to offer these sorts of programs to kids in the OMI and Excelsior.
A lot of history there for sure. And living in California, you mentioned this, is like living in the middle of earthquake country. We're hearing about some pretty important renovations involving just that. Can you talk about those and why they happened?
Well, look, I mean, this building was worth saving just because there is so much history there. It was also the scene of some incredible labor strife. There were some strikes that happened in the 50s that were really important. And after the earthquake, again, the building fell into disrepair, and we were able, through a variety of sources, able to stabilize the building and then begin the community planning and design process and raise the funds to get this project done. It's had the tremendous support of several mayors, several District 11 supervisors, and sometimes it's worth making the extra effort to preserve history.
Yeah, so many people see that value. Of course, it's important to invest in the arts. How will this youth arts hub inspire local talent here in the Bay Area?
Well, we certainly want to provide kids a place to perform and a place to learn their craft who are interested in the performing arts. And the Performing Arts Workshop is a wonderful organization that has been doing this work with kids for some time, but really hasn't had the infrastructure that it needs. So this is really a terrific partnership. I think what's really important is that we're doing this in the OMI and Excelsior, a neighborhood that really deserves this kind of infrastructure. There are some performing arts facilities on the north side of town, and there hasn't been this kind of infrastructure in this neighborhood.
All right, Phil Ginsburg, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
My pleasure. We look forward to welcoming everyone to the Geneva Car Barn as soon as we can do so safely.
Look forward to seeing it. Thank you, Phil.
Thanks.